A Dose of Spirituality with Kavitha. The author of the book is Dr. Kavitha Kukunur, sharing inspirational messages of family, friends, and Ka Homeopathy Study Group, compiled by Dr. Shweta Singh, narrated by Dr. Shweta Verma. Dr. Kavitha Kukunur. For more information on A Dose of Spirituality with Kavitha, visit our website www.kavithakahomeo.com, www.beyondthelimitskukunur.com. Edition 1st 2022. Copyright at 2022 by Dr. Kavitha Kukunur. Published by Kavitha Holistic Approach, Ka Homeopathy Study Group Pro Bono, Kavitha K Homeo @gmail.com, Ka Study Group @gmail.com. All rights reserved. No part of this book may be reproduced in any form or introduced into a retrieval system or transmitted electronic, mechanical, photocopying or otherwise without the prior written permission of the publisher. Price $4.99 USA, Canada, India, 100 rupees. Contents: preface, dedication, acknowledgements, blessings from Sri 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 Chinna Jayar Swami, blessings from the priest, good wishes from my husband, good wishes from my children. 1. Introduction, Dr. Vatsala Sperling. 2. The drive in my mind. 3. Inspirational messages from Dr. Kavitha Kukunur. 4. Inspirational message from Dr. Shweta Singh. 5. Inspirational message from Dr. Jawahar Shah. 6. Inspirational message from Dr. Krishnan Ganapathy. 7. Inspirational message from Dr. Ajit Kulkarni. 8. Inspirational message from Professor Dr. Srinivasulu Gadugu. 9. Blessings from my family. 10. Inspirational messages from Ka Homeopathy Study Group Pro Bono. 11. Words of wisdom. 12. Inspirational messages from friends. 13. Photo gallery. Preface. I previously shared my life experiences in my very first book, Beyond the Limits, a challenge to prove oneself. This piece was published on June 16, 2011 and was received very well, and it inspired many like-minded people. This book described my journey from India, the land of my birth, to USA, where I had arrived to start a family with my husband, Vinod Kukunur. In 2002, I faced a grand challenge, holding 3 full-time jobs, raising 2 children, doing my homeopathic practice, and working in the software industry. In those days, for 6 straight years, my days would start at 6:30 a.m. and end at midnight. But I was still physically active and happy. After publishing Beyond the Limits, a challenge to prove oneself, I resigned from my software job and was taking care of my home and my kids. And I also stayed committed to continuing my homeopathy practice. From 2010 onwards, I was helping all major homeopathic organizations in North America as well as several charitable organizations in the USA and India pro bono. During a visit to my house in Michigan in 2016, my dearest friend Debbie Bruck, founder of Homeopathy World Community, HWC, saw my busy schedule and how much my husband and I cared about serving our community, doing everything pro bono. She found it hard to believe. 2 short years later, Debbie, whom I called as Bubby, grandma, passed away with stage 4 cancer in 2018. Before her passing, I was fortunate to be able to visit North Carolina and spend some precious time with her as she lay bedridden, ready to take her last breath and move on. Losing her shook me up. I resolved to carry her work forward, but I had no idea how I could pull off what she said so effortlessly. I was still working over 16 hours a week. How was I ever going to fit in a new responsibility? But my heart was set, and I had no option but to follow my heart. To fulfill some of Debbie's dream, I took on the role of president and COO for HWC in 2018. This brand new responsibility came with a lot of action points. From scratch, I initiated building a team and came up with ways to grow the organization. Engrossed in my work, I would not look at the clock, and I soon realized that I was working well past midnight 7 days a week. The many sacrifices that I made voluntarily helped me fulfill Debbie's dream. As I had promised Debbie's family that I would resign as soon as I had fulfilled her dream. And so I did resign from my position in HWC in 2020, happy and feeling fulfilled that I had kept my promise to my dearest friend's family. While working in HWC, I was also serving as a board member for the HPWWC and FHCI, homeopathic organizations in the USA. Though my stress level was shooting through the roof, I was feeling great as my goals were being accomplished. I was beginning to feel I could use some rest. But in 2019, I met another kind and generous lady, Professor Regina, who was also suffering with stage 4 cancer. She showed me love, just like Debbie did. Professor Regina's father passed away the same day Debbie had died in 2020. I felt an emotional connection to Professor Regina. She was grieving, and I thought I should inspire her in some way. We agreed that we could work together and achieve something for the homeopathy community. I felt as if God gave me another challenge to prove to the world again that anything is possible if we set our heart on it. I started from a scratch again and poured my energies into building pro bono organization with a mission that would enable us to promote homeopathy. The hunt for volunteers, speakers, organizations, and more just began. With Professor Regina Rianale and Dr. Shweta Singh's inspiration, we started Ka Homeopathy Study Group Pro Bono on May 5, 2020, the same day Debbie had passed. We inspired and celebrated Professor Regina with our monthly inspirational talks, which we did with our study group volunteers. We achieved big success, and within 6 to 12 months, and our services were recognized globally. Dr. Vatsala Sperling and our study group team nominated me for the Martha Allman Community Service Award, which I received at the JAHC 2021 Joint American Homeopathic Conference from the prestigious Homeopathic National Center for Homeopathy, NCH. I also received the Best Entrepreneur of the Year award from respected Dr. Lingaraju, principal of our prestigious JSPS Homeopathic Medical College, India. I was also honored by my college with a surprise felicitation as a proud alumni during my college visit in 2020. Recently, I faced yet another challenge and accepted to re-enter the information technology job market after a gap of 10 long years. This new job would be as system analyst, and I continued in this job from August till November 2021. It was very challenging to flow in full speed like I did 15 years back and completing deliverables on time and stressful added additional job to my routine. But I proved again that anything is possible. My day was still ending past midnight while managing my practice, study group, and family. I was somehow able to keep up my good spirits and positive attitude. Today I felt I proved Dr. Abdul Kalam quote. Don't take rest after your first victory, because if you fail in second, more lips are waiting to say that your first victory was just luck. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. I took all of my challenges head on and prevailed in the end. But how? This is where a spiritual angle comes right in, as you will read further in this book. Please Excuse any grammatical errors, typo mistakes. Thank you. With best regards, Dr. Kavitha Kukunu, President and CEO, Kavitha Holistic Approach, Founder and Director, Ka Homeopathy Study Group, Pro Bono. Dedication. This book is dedicated to late Debbie Brack. She was my dearest friend who loved me unconditionally, like my grandma, until her last breath. She wanted to help me make an e-copy of my book, but due to her health condition, it was postponed. Late Dr. Anand Kuram, he was one of my dearest friends. He helped me a great deal while I was working on my first book. Late Dr. N.S. Prashant, my college professor, who was an inspiration to me, and he inaugurated my first book, Beyond the Limits. Late Dr. N. Srinivas Rao always encouraged and supported me. My late father-in-law, Sri Kalidas Kukunur, Guru Sri Agam Swami, Grandma Radha Bai, Auntie Venkateshwari, and Uncle Koteshwar Rao. My family, Ka Homeopathy Study Group, and my dear friends. The proceeds from the sale of this book will be donated to charitable organizations, Kevin Friendly Foundation, and homeopathic organizations around the globe. Acknowledgements. I sincerely thank my husband and my children for their cooperation and love. I thank all members of my extended family, my parents, mother-in-law, sister-in-laws, and brother-in-laws for their moral support and inspiration. I thank our Ka Homeopathy Study Group Pro Bono team for their continuous support and dedication. Special thanks to Dr. Shweta Singh, our Ka Chief Administrator, who beautifully compiled all the inspirational messages. Thanks to Dr. Nupur for adding pictures, and also to Dr. Shweta Verma, who helped us with proofreading the content. I extend my thanks to my dearest friend, Dr. Vatsala Sperling. She is my inspiration. She gave a beautiful title to this book, and she also helped with editing. I thank all my dear friends who always inspire me. I thank Sri 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 Chinnajiyar Swami, Sri 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 Ahobila Swami, Sri Ramaswamy, Sri Kanduri Rajagopala Charyulu, Sri Lakshmi Narayana Sharma, and Sri Atmananda Swami for showering their precious blessings. With best regards, Dr. Kavitha Kukunu, January 2022. Kavitha with her husband Vinod Kukunur and children Sai Kishore Kukunur and Kevin Kukunur at her 25th wedding anniversary event, September 1st, 2021 at SV Temple, Michigan. Blessings from Sri 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 Chinnajiyar Swami. Let us do selfless service, be open-minded, and accept the truth. Our activities should benefit human mankind and help persevere human qualities. Evidence-based alternative medical systems like homeopathy, Reiki, Ayurveda, pranic healing, etc., that have tremendous health benefits along with their limitations. Strive to understand them and unleash their efficacy for the benefit of humankind. Think properly. Think thoroughly in the right way. Accept the truth and implement the good. Please click the link below to enjoy the recording. https youtu.be ssmgrefeh8. For more information, visit website https chinajeyar.org. Jai Sriman Narayana. Thank you so much, Sri 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 Chinnajayar Swami Garu, Sri 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 Ahobila Swami Garu, and Sri Rama Swami Garu for all the blessings. I feel that God has showered me and my son with blessings on our birthday, October 22. Tons of thanks to both Swamis for your precious time on the call, which I will treasure throughout my life. My humble pranamam and namaskarams at your blessed feet. Please click the link below to enjoy the recording. https youtu.be AOUTZUTCO14. Blessings from the priest. Jai Gurudatta, Sri Gurudatta. Kukunur Kavitha Garu, who is writing this book, is very helpful and valuable to most of the people in the world. With blessings of Lord Dattatreya, she is sharing her knowledge and experiences in the form of this book towards the service of the society. As a saying, Mudra Nalaye, Mudraya Yitva, Prakasha Nitam, printed in press for the enlightenment of society. Kavitha's hard work, dedication, and responsibility reflects in this book. She spent her precious time and energy in providing us her full wisdom. By God's grace, she is providing multiple ways to live a happy and healthy life to the humanity. Kavitha Garu, at her young age, doing this kind of amazing work and providing great knowledge to society is very much appreciated. She proved that serving mankind is serving God. We are very proud of her way of approach. Many blessings to this pure soul, Dr. Kavitha. Sri Atmananda Swami, Nizamabad, India. Good wishes from my husband. When I met Dr. Kavitha before our wedding, she made it clear where her lay, homeopathy. In fact, she told me that homeopathy and her were inseparable. They were united in love. This passion was immediately made apparent when she became a doctor of homeopathy in India. Not only did many patients seek her help, but also all of them were satisfied with her treatment. This resulted in her becoming a very successful homeopath in India. However, after our marriage, we decided to move to America for numerous reasons. This meant that my wife, Dr. Kavitha, would have to face a few large challenges, primarily because practicing homeopathy in America was not nearly as straightforward as it is in India. In America, the practice of homeopathy requires certifications which are rather difficult to get. Also, less people were seeking homeopathic treatment as it was not covered by any insurance. Yet, my wife did not give up her passion. She worked day in and day out in order to continue doing what she loves. Through her sheer determination, she was able to become a successful and legitimate holistic healer in America. In fact, she is now the leader of Kavitha Holistic Approach and the Ka study group Pro Bono. She has earned several prestigious awards, inspiring those around her to find their passion in homeopathy. As a matter of fact, she inspires our whole family to never give up our goals. Having poured out her life in service of homeopathy, now I witness her as someone who is transitioning into a spiritual journey. I had observed this spiritual streak in my wife ever since I met her, married her, and honored her as a young mother of our two kids. Her deeply spiritual perspective on life allows her to strike a balance in everything that she does. Presently, she is determined to spend a little more of her energy and time in pursuing her spiritual aspirations with a keen eye on acquiring mental peace. As her husband, I have always and ever supported my wife in all her activities. And I also motivate her to serve the community and share her experiences. We are all proud of her and wish her more success, and we are with her in all the stages of life. All the best and congratulations on your ebook, Kavitha, and sending my blessings and love. Vinod Kukunur, CEO, Wiki Technologies, Chairman, Kevin Friendly Foundation, www.livYSH.com. Good wishes from my children. We are so proud of our parents. They are our role models and they inspire us to be better version of ourselves each and every day. Our mom has taught us that going beyond the limits means not letting anyone else define our capabilities and taking one's concept of success beyond one's wildest imagination. Our mother, Kavitha Kukunur, has proven this to be true through her leadership and service to the homeopathic community. Her excellent caretaking abilities as a mother and her ability to spread positivity and joy as a leader. She is multi-talented, dedicated, and superbly passionate. She loves homeopathy. It has been a privilege to witness such a great mother, spiritual healer, caretaker, and inspirational leader up close and on a daily basis. Thank you, Mom, for everything you do. Also, thank you for writing this book that will teach Kevin and I the art of spiritual healing from an individual who has accumulated a lot of spiritual wisdom and experience over the years. My dad is ambitious, hardworking, humble, and selfless. What we admire the most about him is how he remembers his roots and always reminds us about the importance of giving back to society. Growing up, our father and his siblings struggled a lot due to financial hardships. We utilized those experiences of his youth to motivate himself to come to America, build a great career, and give employment to several hundreds of people. He is the CEO of Wiki Technologies and the chairman of Kevin Friendly Foundation, just to name a few of the many hats he has worn throughout his life. He is an inspiration to Kevin and I. He serves society selflessly and is helpful to everyone. He is philanthropist and he has supported many charitable organizations in USA and India. In fact, we can only hope to achieve a fraction of the success he has achieved. We are so proud of him. Sai Kishore Kukunur, Kevin Kukunur. www.kevinfriendlyfoundation.org. Introduction. I had heard about self-motivated people who burn the midnight oil in pursuit of their aim and do so with a genuine smile perpetually present on their face. Hearing about something and actually seeing, witnessing something are two different experiences. When I met Dr. Kavitha Kukunur at a seminar by Dr. Rajan Sankaran in New York way back in 2008, I said to myself, this is one of those self motivated persons who burn the midnight oil and do so with a genuine smile perpetually present on their face. Dr. Kavitha radiated high energy, and seeing her when she was so young with two little sons to tend to, I wondered what directions her high energy would take. What is she meant to manifest? A few years later, I met Debbie Bruck, the founder of Homeopathy World Community, and interviewed her for Homeopathy Today. Around then, I learned that Dr. Kavitha was working as a volunteer on the board of Homeopathy World Community as she continued raising her young kids, tending to a household progressing in her private practice and writing a book beyond limits. She asked me if I could help with editing of this book, which I ended up doing, and I am happy that I did it because through the pages of this book, I also learned about Kavita's struggle while growing up in India amid testing circumstances. She came across as a person who has a spirit of a fighter. She will just not give up. Years rolled by and Debbie Bruck completed her earthly life, but she had given birth to a baby, Homeopathy World Community, and she inspired Dr. Kavitha to tend to this baby. Dr. Kavitha took on this responsibility, but soon her creative and bubbly energy had to find its own independent venue for expression. In 2013, she founded Kavitha Holistic Approach LLC and started Ka Homeopathy Study Group Pro Bono in 2020 and opened it up to the homeopathic community by way of frequent newsletters and webinars on homeopathy topics. After starting this study group, Dr. Kavitha has not looked back or sideways. All her energies are totally focused on this front. She has an impressive lineup of speakers from USA and abroad who present free webinars on various health-related topics. Occasionally, the number of attendees signing up exceeds 400 and the recordings get posted on Facebook, YouTube, so anyone can have access at their convenience. If Dr. Kavitha had done this task wearing a frown on or with a sense of, look at me, I'm so great, trust me, I would be the very last person to attend her study group webinars. Actually, Dr. Kavitha brings her personal charm, optimism, hopefulness, trust, enthusiasm, positivity, even prayers and spirituality while she is burning the midnight oil in service of homeopathy, in service of promotion of homeopathic education. And she does everything in connection with this task while wearing a genuine, perpetual smile on her face. Recently, with COVID still being a menace, Kavitha is providing a venue to the teachers and students of homeopathy to come together on her platform. Kavitha Holistic Approach Pro Bono webinar series, a safe space for exchange of ideas and inspirations. As I scan the horizon looking for a person whom I could do a better service to homeopathy via conducting a study group based webinar series with most experienced and brilliant teachers from across the world, I can say that the only person I see with Dr. Kavitha's great positive energy is Dr. Kavitha herself. There is no one like her. I feel a sense of relief and joy to realize that people like Dr. Kavitha Kukunur are amidst us, tirelessly promoting homeopathy day in and day out. Thank you, Kavitha. May your life shine brightly. Dr. Vatsala Sperling, MS, PhD, PD Homeopathy, RS Homeopathy, CCH. Website www.rochesterhomeopathy.com. The drive in my mind. I consider myself as a lifelong learner and I do recognize that what I know is only a drop in the ocean. While walking on my path, trying to understand what life is all about, trying to succeed in my endeavors and trying to give back to my society and community, I have felt the need to write this book. Homeopathic principle is everywhere. We see these principles in action in our day-to-day life. For example, like your substance is capable of removing symptoms of sickness because it is capable of producing the same set of symptoms in a healthy person. Every substance thus has two sides to it, a healing side and a disease-causing side. Based on the above principle, from a philosophical point of view, what makes you happy is the same thing that can also make you unhappy when it is in excess. Homeopathic philosophy describes it as the prime reaction and the second reaction. 10 years ago, when I wrote my very first book, Beyond the Limits, a challenge to prove oneself, I was trying to prove myself to the world and trying to change the society for the better through my newsletters and inspirational talks. On December 15, 2012, the JSPS Government Homeopathic Medical College and the All Students Association JAPOSA alumni had a gathering at the Ramoji Film Studios in India. I was so honored to present my Beyond the Limits book to Dr. K. Chiranjeevi, Union Minister for Tourism, Dr. Jupalli Rameswara Rao, Chief Guest of the Program Conference and Founder Chairman of my home group of companies, Hyderabad, Telangana, Dr. Rajendra Reddy, Homeopathic Medical College Director, and Dr. Lingaraju, JSPS Government Homeopathic Medical College Principal at the JAPOSA Alumni Event. Now, at this stage in my life, I'm coming to a realization that the most difficult, the hardest job ever is to change myself for the better. I'm working ceaselessly on being a better person today than I was yesterday. Few months back, I had a spiritual talk. The narrator was describing an event from the ancient Hindu epic Mahabharata. Someone approached the eldest Pandava prince Dharmraj Yudhishthir for donation. Yudhishthir asked the person to come next day. Yudhishthir's younger brother, Prince Bhima, said, "Brother, how do you know that you will be alive tomorrow?" This innocent question awakened Yudhishthir. He called the person back and gave him the donation right away. The moral of the story is that our life is short and unpredictable. So, if we wish to do good, there is no better time than right now. This book, I'll be sharing the lessons I have learned. These lessons have come to me in the form of inspirational messages from my family, friends, and from our Ka Homeopathy Study Group Pro Bono team. We celebrated and inspired Professor Regina Renelli through our program with inspirational book talks. Professor Regina is a stage 4 cancer survivor for the past 13 years. Our program on inspirational book were influenced by Robin Sharma's book, Who Will Cry When You Die? I hope you enjoy a dose of spirituality that is shared in this book. Do share your feedback to castudygroup@gmail.com. Thank you for your precious time. Many blessings, Dr. Kavitha. Life is a challenge. Face it. The key 49 inspirational messages that have enriched my life. First, gratitude and thankfulness. Today, we need to thank the universe, our parents, family, mentors, gurus, friends, and everyone who has helped us in some way. We must experience and express gratitude for the life we have. We must show gratitude in whatever way we can. For example, calling parents and checking on their health, etc. We should cultivate a habit of counting our blessings and not our problems. I'm very grateful and thankful to our prestigious and respected JSPS Government Homeopathic Medical College Principal, Dr. N. Lingaraju, for his time. I'm also grateful to celebrate past success with all the respected college staff, professors, and hardworking students. 2. Life is a challenge. Let us challenge ourselves to be a better person. I have considered life as a challenge throughout my entire life. I have tried to meet this challenge and told my story in my first book, Beyond the limits. Now, in this second book, I'm trying to share with you my challenge meeting my spiritual aspirations. When I went to India in 2017, I was honored by Dr. Arvind Kothi, ex-director of GIMS Homeopathic Medical College, as a guest speaker at the GIMS Homeopathic Medical College and Hospital. I am so fortunate to receive these blessings with my family besides me. You can enjoy these inspirational words spoken by Dr. Arvind Kote at our YouTube channel, Kavitha Kukunur. Dear Dr. Kavitha, thank you for all the great work you are doing through the KA organization and your new book on spirituality. While expressing my deep gratitude, we extend our best wishes and many congratulations to your endeavors, Dr. Arvind Kote, ex-director of GIMS Homeopathic Medical College. 3. Behind every woman, there is another great woman. Behind every man, there is another great man. You be that great woman or man. I got inspired by many men and women, and I'm very thankful to all of them. 4. Be a strong leader and nurture leadership in others. Be a successful leader. Be a lion. Lions have strong willpower and are always respected. Set your goals. Work toward them to fulfill your dreams. Be strong. Believe in your insight. Become CEO of your life. Enjoy this inspirational talk with Dr. Shweta Verma and Dr. Shweta Singh on our YouTube channel, Kavitha Kukunur. 5. Be yourself. Never lose your identity. Be who you are. Belief in yourself is the first secret to success. Have faith in yourself and in God. Believe what your heart says. 6. Keep your vital force at the highest spiritual level. Let us attain a state of fluidity where we can connect ourselves with the universe and become able to see everyone equally without any preconceived and fixed ideas. I consider myself an open book so everyone can read. In 2008, I used to send inspirational messages in the form of newsletters to family and friends, like 20 to 30 people. In the recent past, I had let go of this newsletter, but currently the desire to share inspiration is coming up strongly. As per homeopathic laws of cure, a return of an old symptom is a good direction of healing. Today, I am so happy that I am able to find myself back and able to create the pro bono group, which is an unconditional and spiritual state of fluidity without any expectation. The end result is peace and joy. 7. Be a successful person. What is the definition of success? Who will determine your success? Is it your family? Is it your dear friends? Is it society? Or is it you? Today, I feel I have achieved what I wanted to 25 years back. This I feel as my success, and it could be different from your success. Each person's definition of success differs, as we all are unique and we are born with a unique purpose of our life. You don't have to prove to anyone, just prove to yourself. I treasure all the precious moments of my life, including receiving blessings from my gurus, teachers, mentors of all homeopathic prestigious organizations, JSPS Homeopathic Medical College, India, and National Center of Homeopathy, NCH, USA, etc. If you want to enjoy the recording, you can watch all the videos on our YouTube channel, Kavitha Kukunu. 8. Positive affirmations. Our subconscious mind stimulates when we do self-talk that has positive affirmations. Through the law of attraction, our positive thoughts are attractive, positive life experiences. What we think becomes true. We think positive, and positive can become true for us. Today, many of us, with our positive attitude, try to make negative people happy from their perspective with positive attitude. But this moral story tells us to be cautious in doing that. You can enjoy our first inspirational talk with Professor Regina Rianelli at our YouTube channel, Kavitha Kukunu. Failure is a stepping stone for success. Never give up. Look at fail as the first attempt in learning. We may not be born talented, but we can use opportunities and develop your talents. Our brain and intelligence grow when we fail and struggle to succeed. Inspirational talk of Dr. Rajneesh Sharma. See your troubles as blessings. You can watch this video on our YouTube channel, Kavitha Kukunur. 10. Believe in God. We are all connected to God for a reason. When we are born, we praise God, but when He takes out our life, we hate God and we forget all the good He did to us. We don't accept that He has all the rights to take away what He has given. In reality, what we lose only what we gain. If we give our heart to God, we will never get hurt or have heart attacks, as God fills our heart with peace. And Dr. Nikhil speaks about self-improvement and non-attachment. You can enjoy this recording at our YouTube channel, Kavitha Kukunu. The more you are close to God, the more God is close to you. Ramana Maharshi. 11. Good karma. I believe our lives revolve around good and bad karma. Current life is the result of our past karma. And what we do in this life will carry over to the next life. All the good karma we did in the past brings us good luck. And if someone does bad to us, they earn bad karma. It is as simple as elementary mathematics. What people say about you is a manifestation of their own thoughts, which says more about them than about you. Learn not to take it personally. Be good to others and good comes to you. This is an irrefutable law of nature. 12. Healthy relationships and good friends are important. Saying old is gold. Please don't lose or replace your old good friends. Friendship is a priceless treasure. Draw a line to maintain healthy friendships. In this world, the most precious thing is having a good unconditional friendship. My friend Debbie and I always maintained a healthy, unconditional relationship. That is why it's lasting as sweet memories. Selfless love is unconditional, but when a person gets attached, it becomes conditional love. Currently, relationships are very fragile. There is less compatibility between people, and there are a lot more expectations. Getting hurt, getting misunderstood, and losing precious relationships has become the norm. You can watch these videos on our YouTube channel, Kavitha Kukunur. 13. Attitude is everything. Change your attitude, you will change your life by Jeff Keller. Be mellow and the world will be sweet to you. 14. Accept the people the way they are. Accept limits life brings to you. Don't dive in rage. In nature, we see two sides. Take an example of currency note. You will see that it has two sides and they are different from each other. If it has only one side and it is not valid if the other side is the same as the front side. And at any given time, only one side is visible. If it has two sides, then it becomes easy and fun. 14. Accept the people the way they are. Accept limits life brings you. Don't dive in rage. In nature, we see two sides. Take an example of currency note. You will see that it has two sides and they are different from each other. It is not valid if it has only one side, and it is not valid if the other side is the same as the front side. And at any given time, only one side is visible. We accept currency with two sides, but we can't accept human beings who also have two sides, and we like only one side of them and don't like to accept their other side as it doesn't meet our expectations. But we forget that we too have two sides. 15. Be the change that you want to see. Change is the law of universe. To see a change, you need to make a change. You can start by bringing in yourself the changes that you wish to see outside of yourself. 16. Be self-confident. You will accomplish anything at all only when you are confident, fulfilled, and balanced in your life and are not resentful or drained. Work on building your self-confidence. All the power is within you and you can do anything and everything. Swami Vivekananda. 17. Be passionate and charismatic in your work. When you do things that you like, you are more productive, happy, and successful. Also, whatever you are doing, do with full interest. Focus on it, then it becomes easy and fun. 18. Clarity is important. Keep a goal in your mind and work towards it with clarity of what you are going to accomplish. For improving clarity, practice visualization. Visualize your goals and feel you have accomplished it and achieved by following technique of hoop, wish, outcome, obstacle, and plan. 19. Be a good communicator instead of comparing yourself. With proper communication, we can improve relationships and overcome many misunderstandings. If I'm always comparing myself with other human beings, I'm likely to succumb to ego or jealousy. 20. Be an achiever by fulfilling your dreams. Always consider yourself a lifelong learner who is determined to fulfill his or her dreams. 21. No one can hurt you without your permission. Cut off negative thoughts. Give a lot of time to the improvement of yourself, then there is no time to criticize others. Never lose your sweetness. 22. Keep smiling and be honest. May honesty be your footprints on the planet. Transform to new beginnings. Be kind to yourself and others. Then the world will smile at you. Smiling keeps you stay positive, happy, healthy, and also brings smiles to others who see you. Smile more, worry less. Enjoy this inspirational talk with Dr. Shweta Singh on having a good smile on our YouTube channel, Kavitha 23. Be a perfectionist. Just make the right and best decisions at the right time. Be a good history maker by your choices. Don't try to be too perfect. Be on the right path and it leads to victory. Take unprejudiced decisions. Learn from our past mistakes. 24. Appreciation. If I accept appreciation, praise, then I need to accept positive criticism. The problem is no one likes to accept the truth. We hardly like to accept when someone points out our mistakes. From the book Beyond the Limits, a challenge to prove oneself, appreciate others truly. Then you will be appreciated by nature. You can enjoy this talk show of Kavitha's best friend, Debbie Brack, on our YouTube channel, Kavitha 25. Be with like-minded people. Ka Homeopathy Study Group is one among them. 26. Don't procrastinate. Do things fast that are high priority. Be quick in your actions, but be precise. 27. Forgiveness is something you do to free yourself. When we forgive, we get mental peace. 28. Attachment and happiness. Be happy always. You are happy not because everything is good, but because you see good in everything. As Buddha said, we are not important to some, so don't worry. We can't make everyone happy, as someone or the other might find fault in whatever we do. No one is responsible for our happiness or sadness. We create those circumstances. I'm sorry. We create those circumstances. Attachment causes expectation and stress. When we are unattached, we get happiness and mental peace. 29. Vanity and pride walk hand in hand. When my friend asked me, what is the secret behind my beautiful smile? Then I honestly said, I try my best not to get ego or jealousy, but I try to remain natural. We can be proud of ourselves, but without having ego. When we compare ourselves with others, only then we either feel inferior or superior. 30. Discipline yourself, your mind, and your body. Try to inculcate good disposition and create or strive for balance your life at all levels. Do yoga, which will bring self-realization. Practice mindfulness in deep peace. Live your life to its full capacity. Follow Mastery 20-20-20 rule of Robin Sharma 5 a.m. Club. He says 5 a.m. is victory hour, key to success. First 20 minutes of movement, cardio work, yoga, increase your heart rate and sweat, and then release cortisol. Second 20 minutes of reflection, work on what to accomplish, meditation, etc. Third, 20 minutes of learning, read a book or podcast or topic of your interest. 31. Say no without explaining, but sometimes you might have to come up with a humble reason. Sometimes to gain other person's love, you try to explain, but how much ever you explain, it will not work if they don't want to listen to you or love you unconditionally, or they want to hear what they want to hear and have their own belief system. With such personalities, do not waste your time in explaining more than 3 occurrences. If they really love you, you will see that there is no need to explain yourself to them. 32. Never lose your patience. Patience is a virtue. A single moment of impatience can ruin our whole life. 33. Look for opportunities and utilize it appropriately. Don't react, but respond. Be ready to embrace all opportunities because opportunities are known to knock at your door only once. 34. Prioritization is a key to success. Prioritize your tasks and responsibilities. Taking care of life priorities. Lesson learned from second inspirational talk with my uncle, Mr. Surya Prakash Rao, about life priorities. You can enjoy this recording at our YouTube channel, Kavitha. 35. Sometimes keeping silence is the best and loudest reply. 36. Create a habit of success by 21-day rule. When you do anything for 21 days, it becomes a habit. Always have a strategy in your plans. 37. Strive to know about oneself and others. One man's medicine could be another man's poisons. Because we all are unique, what works for one might not work for the other. We tend to perceive the same situation right at one time and wrong at other time, depending on our personal perspective. 38. United, we grow. Divided, we fall. We grow when we are united. Together we can make a difference and achieve things that are impossible. 39. Do selfless service to the society. Serving the society is serving God. You can enjoy this inspirational message from Dr. Shravani Birla on becoming a volunteer on our YouTube channel, Kavitha Kukunur. 40. Good habits and healthy diet creates a healthy you. When you are healthy, you have an opportunity for entertaining healthy and positive thoughts about your future. You become what your thoughts are. Inspiring woman who prepares healthy food for family. You can enjoy this recording at our YouTube channel, Kavitha. 41. Love, the greatest gift you can give to humankind. Love yourself enough so you have everything within you. You are important and blessed by God. Share your love and warmth. 42. Be like water. Take the shape of the container it holds, as Bruce Lee said. 43. Do meditation and walking daily. Infinity Walk, 8th style in Siddha Yoga, has many health benefits. It helps to relieve stress, helps you to think positively, brings mental peace, improves brain functions, and develops multi-sensory integration. 44. Being satisfied is more important than being successful. Our success is measured by others. I see my life as made up of small projects. Experiencing success in the small projects adds up to feeling successful overall. For example, I undertook a homeopathy study group pro bono as a pilot project where I had to interact with 20-25 pre-existing people in my life and then make room for interacting with 20-25 new people. I broke this challenge down to tiny bits of one interaction with one person at a time. By succeeding in these tiny bits, I found that I was succeeding in all of my relationships with the entire group consisting of the old as well as new people. These small successes gave me personal satisfaction. 45. Nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary, so don't worry about anything. The transient nature of the universe is enough of an incentive for us to not get too attached to any outcome, any event, and even to ourselves. This non-attachment enables us to enjoy brief respite from worries about loss and enjoy brief stretches of freedom from fear. 46. Help others, but you shouldn't get hurt when you're helping others. To help others, you must be in a space to do so without losing who you are or what you have. Assisting people to your own detriment is actually a form of self-harm. Be instrumental in solving problems of others, then you will find solution to your own problems too. 47. Be simple as it is close to the truth. Make good unconditional friends who can remain with you lifelong. Be truthful as your gift to the world. 48. Be victorious. Be an achiever. Put your heart in your mind and follow the lead. Accomplish your mission within reach. Practice makes man perfect. Ideally, 10,000 hours of investment is needed for becoming a successful person. 49. Life is all about the art of losing. I would like to share an interesting paragraph from my favorite book, which is Robin Sharma's Who Will Cry When You Die? On page 145, I saw this line, have a living funeral. The story is about an Indian Maharaja king who would engage in a bizarre morning ritual. Every day, immediately after waking up, he would celebrate his own funeral, complete with music and flowers. All the while, he would chant, I have lived fully, I have lived fully, I have lived fully. The king believed that his wise ritual reminds him of the fact that time slips through our hands like grains of sand, and the time to live life greatly is not tomorrow, but today. While on his deathbed, Plato was asked by a friend to talk about the summary of his life's work. After much reflection, Plato replied in only two words: practice dying. Having a living funeral will reconnect you to the fact that time is a priceless commodity, and the best time to live a richer, wiser, and more fulfilling life is now. There is no better time than right now. Conclusion. Dear friends, consumers, benefactors, promoters, admirers, critics, and practitioners, and patients of homeopathy, as the father of India, Mahatma Gandhi, has said, homeopathy can help and heal many people. The inspirational quotes and tidbits that I have shared with you in this ebook have sustained me through the past 27 years of my study and practice of homeopathy. I have been through ups and downs, and when facing unsurmountable professional and personal challenges, I have searched for comfort and hope in these inspirational thoughts. It is my honor and privilege to be able to share these words with you. It is my hope that in your own life, in your personal journey, whenever you face a challenging situation, you will remember to dip into the pages of this book and find comfort and hope as you take your next step. To that end, I offer this book to you just as I would offer flowers to the divine beings. Thank you so much for reading it, Dr. Kavitha. Positive attitude. The attitude you carry with yourself makes a difference and characterizes you as a person. It is always your choice to be at peace or to be in stress. Stop trying to be someone you are not. Be unique, be special, and be positive. Optimism is not just a mindset, it is behavior. The mantra is be yourself. Plan for a better future. You may make mistakes, but you always learn from them. So never stop trying. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Try to see the opportunities coming your way instead of the obstacles. Open to change as life is inevitable. Things don't always turn out the way you plan or the way you think they should. There are things that go wrong that don't always get fixed or get back together the way they were before. Some broken things stay broken. You can get through bad times, but never lose hope. As Krishna says, time will change. Let it go. It's absolutely okay sometimes not to have everything figured out. Staying calm under pressure is a real challenge. Never ruin your day by day. Sorry. Never ruin a good day by thinking about a bad day yesterday. Smile is the key to success. Your smile is beautiful, so start your day with a broad smile on your face. Learn to care less about what the people think of you and more about what you think of yourself. Don't let anyone's cold heart take your kindness from you. Be in charge of your own happiness. Inspire and get inspired with the beauty around you. Be an encourager as the world has plenty of critics already. No matter how you feel, just get up, dress up, show up, and never give up. Be the person you needed in your tough times. Thank the universe and God when you arise in the morning, as it is a precious privilege to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, and to love. Embrace your blessings. Impossible says, I am possible. Believe in yourself. You may have less, but never let it make you feel lesser than anyone else. When you fail, be patient with yourself as nothing blooms all the year. Pay attention to what your experiences are teaching you as they are your best guide. Work harder as nothing grows in a comfort zone. Value your instincts. Listen closely to your inner self. The deeper you go, the clearer you see. Honor your needs. Be a patient listener. Value every opinion, but be led by your own vision and discover your own source of happiness. Enthusiasm gives you the drive to carry you over hurdles and add significance to whatever you are doing. Be energetic, be active, be passionate, and you will accomplish your goal. Nothing great was ever achieved without being enthusiastic. You can enjoy this recording on our YouTube channel, Kavitha Kukunu. I always admire Dr. Kavitha as one of my great mentors. She is a beautiful soul with a golden heart. Her enthusiasm, passion, dedication towards homeopathy never goes out of trend. She always distinguishes her work by having it done so well and putting her heart in it, which I genuinely appreciate. How to carry a positive attitude towards life. One can learn from her as she is the best example of true optimism. Dr. Kavitha, I always cherish your love as my elder sister. Thank you for always motivating me to do my best through the platform of Ka Homeopathy Study Group. Wishing you great success for your ebook. Lots of love and best regards. Dr. Shweta Singh, MD Homeopathy, Ka Chief Administrator, President, DHMA. Tips for spiritual well-being. I am happy that Dr. Kavitha Kukunur, as a homeopath, is pursuing a topic which is hardly touched by anyone after Hahnemann. Samuel Hahnemann was the only person who defined health as balance between physical, emotional, intellectual, social, and spiritual well-being as a sign of health. Absence of symptoms was never considered as health, to which WHO has adopted this definition. In today's world, with the need and priority changing, financial well-being is also a part of health. When you venture into spirituality, it gives you a lot of power and responsibilities simultaneously. It means you will start with few basic requirements. First, no judgment. You will not judge people based on their power, position, race, gender, religion, and socioeconomic status. Two, you will always pause and respond. You will not react abruptly. Third, the situation will not disturb you. Your decisions will be based on moral values, respect to humanity, environmental balance, and for the welfare of all living beings. 4. Playing it cool even if someone tries to disturb you, distract you, and destabilize you. 5. Adaptability. You will adapt to the circumstances and minimize your needs so that you can walk on the right path. 6. The Dhakkan concept. Lid concept. If we have kept the filtered water in a pot, we cover it with a lid so that impurities do not enter. Whenever we want to add fresh water, we open the lid and start adding pure water. In a similar manner, when someone tries to put unnecessary negative thoughts and emotions, we must close the lid so as to allow only nice, positive, affirmative thoughts to come in. 7. We must have minimum internal compartments in life so that a lot of time and energy is saved. We must reach a state of fluidity where we feel liberated and free from any bindings. 8. The system should remain in the state of affirmativeness and positiveness with a lot of bliss and peacefulness. This basic eightfold journey prepares you for a longer journey of spirituality. I wish Dr. Kavitha Kukunur a grand success for the ebook on her spiritual career. You can enjoy this video on gratitude on our YouTube channel, Dr. Kavitha Kukunur. With lots of care, concern, and love, Dr. Jawahar J. Shah, MD Homeopathy, Managing Director, Mind Technologies Private Limited. Spirituality is knowing oneself. I'm pleased to know that Dr. Kavitha Kukunur is writing an ebook on spirituality. Given the resurgence of the pandemic, this is the need of the hour. Spirituality in its simplest form is knowing oneself. It is an erroneous belief that to attain spirituality, one has to renounce all material comforts and go to Himalayas. A grihastha practicing karma yoga achieves the yogyatha necessary to embark on studying Dhanana yoga leading to moksha. Spirituality has nothing to do with the environment one lives in. It is all about the atmosphere we create within ourselves. I and I alone are responsible for my state of mind. I will not let anyone or any circumstance make me dejected or unhappy. If I am happy, experiencing life at its fullest, understanding that I, the Atman, is actually immortal and that the Shariram is only a visitor to the planet Earth, I will not have an undue attachment to anything or anyone. All of us can become a mental sannyasi without retiring permanently into an ashram. I know that the trials and tribulation I encounter, the accolades and encomiums I get are not permanent. To quote Lloyd C. Douglas, this too will pass. Spirituality is about knowing life in all its profoundness, though not doing homams and pujas or even regularly visiting temples. I have been more spiritual every time I was in the OT operating on the human brain, experiencing the marvels of creation, the 2,800 deaths which I personally encountered in my professional career taught me much more than if I had spent my entire life trying to master the scriptures. This ebook will offer an opportunity to get a glimpse into the various avatars of spirituality. You can enjoy the webinar or on demystifying good death on our YouTube channel, Dr. Kavitha Kukunur. Dr. K. Ganapathy Honorable Distinguished Professor, the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University, Emeritus Professor, National Academy of Medical Sciences, India, former Secretary and past President, Neurological Society of India, Director, Apollo Telemedicine Networking Foundation and Apollo Telehealth Services. The Healing Within and Knowing the True Self. Dr. Kavitha Kukunoor's ebook devoted to spirituality reflects a sincere homeopath's effort to grasp the deep science of spirituality. The science of homeopathy and the science of spirituality go hand in hand and they resemble each other remarkably. Both view the life from totalistic vision and both are based on the role of an individual. The infinitesimal doses of homeopathy are dynamized, potentized medicine based upon the concept of energy, and the field of spirituality deals with the pure energy of consciousness. Both aim at healing to equilibrium by resolving the emotional conflicts, and that too through utilizing the resources of an individual. Spirituality. It is the furtherance of homeopathy in the sense that it seeks the path of perceiving the true self of a human being and aims to attain the ultimate Advaita state of unifying with the cosmic consciousness. At a time when the havoc of coronavirus has been impinging upon the humanity, a human being has to be more wise and more constructive to Mother Earth. The science of spirituality alone can offer the peace within and without, which the civilized human being has deprived today in its evolution. Remember, knowing thyself, the integrity of microcosm to macrocosm, the intriguing quest of creator and creation are the fundamental rights of an intelligent Homo sapiens. All kudos to Dr. Kavitha for being bold enough to offer her deep thoughts over spirituality, and all best wishes to her for the fascinating journey of investigating the inner true self. Dr. Ajit Kulkarni, MD Homeopathy, Director, Homeopathic Research Institute, Pune.